Welcome to Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens Episode 1 review. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan.
And together we're Couch Talk. So this anime is definitely not about ramen.
There was a... yeah.
Oh, great. So, as always, we're anime viewers only. And we're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready?
I'm always
ready to jump into this?
Great intro, by the way.
Thanks, man. I stole your joke, but we didn't talk about
okay,
that.
You piece of shit.
Whoa. Anyway, so this show, first of all, lots of jazz music, and I love it.
It is very. It kind of gave off the same vibe as like the Cowboy Bebop opening, just like the something like that. It does have. It is unique because I can't name a lot of anime with like jazzy music.
No, I can't really either, which is kind of unfortunate. Like jazz is my favorite style, and the ones that use it do it pretty well. But anyway, like they're in a place called Hakata. You get that from the title.
Yeah. Well, the anime itself is about basically hitmen, like a hitman. You hire them.
Thanks, man.
Well, I'm just saying, like it's.
And that one guy asked to check out the lingerie shop. It was I think that was the first line actually in the episode. Which is kind of, we both laughed at that. Like he's like, just come to my lingerie shop. But anyway, we get one of the main characters right off the bat. I don't remember quite what his name was.
The Crossdresser.
Yes, the Crossdresser, because he was hired to go kill some guys that stole from the club he was working at. He was skimming some money. Don't do that. First of all, it's never going to end.
Especially not in this city.
Especially, yeah, 3% of people are hitmen, which is crazy.
That's an insanely high amount of people to be hitmen. So
yes.
It's like they're accustomed to like using hitmen as like a tool of just everyday activity.
That is true. So you don't want to mess around with anyone in that town. So he was hired to kill them, and basically he became a hitman as a way to make money, because his sister, Kwaime, is probably kidnapped or whatever, and he's trying to get her back, is the assumption that we can make.
Yeah, just sort of quick flashback, but the way he was speaking, he needs money to rescue her, essentially.
Yes. And then we go to Memoir organization. It's the large company that most people work for. Most of the hitmen, I think, will work for. Like, they're the big hitman organization. That's what they're designed to do. We get Saito, who's like a young guy who's never killed anyone. And he decided to move to Hakata to do his first work. I don't know if that's where you want to go, like, transfer to, is like the place where all the hitmen are. Like,
for real.
You're competing for, like, your jobs, if you make a mistake, and other hitmen are going to kill you.
Especially if you're a newbie, because he never killed anyone.
Yes. Like that one guy was like, I don't know why he joined this company. He's kind of a wimp.
Right, because the persona he gives off is just like some nice kid, like some nice high school kid.
When he treats it like it's just a normal everyday job. I'm here to kill.
I'm here to kill.
But, so we get him coming to town. The, Crossdresser was supposed to kill a detective, but the detective was already murdered first by some other hitmen to make it look like a suicide.
Yeah, he was murdered but framed to make it look like he killed himself.
Yes, because he was investigating Harada, the mayor of the town, which Bamba, who's the main character for sure, he's the killer of professional killers.
Is that your guess?
That is my guess.
I assume so. He is. We don't know that, but he's a detective. But I'd assume he's the.
Especially the vibe he gets off towards the end and everything.
He seems very composed when dealing with Hitman. Because speaking of the mayor, there was that scene where the mayor's like doing his thing, like vote for me,
and he was trying to see like what each person's job was up on that. Yeah,
there was 4 people, and he takes a balloon, pops it to make a gunshot sound, and he's like, okay, those 2 are bodyguards, but the girl, she had a reaction of the hitman, so he's clearly experienced with hitmen.
Yes.
So
well, you should be. you're in a town where 3% of people are hitmen.
True.
So we get Bamba, we learn a little bit more about Murder Inc. or Red Rum is their official name.
Yeah, it's Red Rum, but I guess his underground name is Murder Inc.
Murder Inc.
I'm sure you can guess why.
So we got that company was the ones that killed Tarada, which was the detective who got framed or was faked suicide. So they did it, and of course the son of that company is just some other jackass, like another rich kid who was having sex with a girl, but she didn't like it, so he killed her.
Yeah, he seems to be problematic.
Yes, like even the girl that protects the mayor, who the mayor is the one that probably owns the company, is what it comes down to, but I don't know if he officially owns it.
He doesn't seem like a very good mayor. You know, just hiring people to
Hey,
kill
he's saying
people.
he's made the town safer, okay?
Yeah, by killing people. That's a very ironic thing.
It is true. So, yeah, and then the son, so they had to take care of the body, and the son was like, oh, I also filmed my friends beating some foreigners. Which, he's like, oh, because it's fun. Which is fucked up. And he was going to upload it to the internet, so he's also an idiot.
He's just dumb
And,
as
like,
shit.
the girl's just like, they said her name once.
Reiko.
Reiko, yeah. And she was like, no uploads, and just unplugs his computer.
And she's like, we have another problem. This dude's a jackass.
Yeah, we have to go find his friends and kill him. So she puts out a hit list for one of the kids, college student, which Saito gets picked up and hired from the company to go do that for his first murder. Of course, the foreigners go and hire their own hitmen to go kill the college student because, you know what? They killed one of his friends.
Yeah.
And fucked them because they beat him up.
So immediately we already have a clash of like all the
they are already getting connected basically.
Right, because
there seems to be like several main kind of like
there's
organizations.
like okay, we don't really know too much about who the foreigners hired, like the bar people.
Yeah, the bar people. I don't know if it's you could walk into literally any bar and hire someone, or if like this is a bar that actually has like a recognized group.
Right.
Which it almost seems like they do. And of course you got the company, and then you got like the thug guy that hired the crossdresser. I think those are like the three main groups. And Bamba's just on kind of the outside as a detective.
He's
doing
like a
his,
lone wolf.
Like a lone wolf doing it. He's obviously got some people that work with him. The ramen shop owner. Because he was talking about the spider drone thing that Enokita made for him.
Yeah.
So he's got his own group, but he probably does most of the actual physical work.
They threw a lot of characters in the first episode, like a lot.
Yeah, so I think all the characters we're getting are going to be in this first episode are basically going to be the characters throughout the whole show. Some are going to be dropped off, but I feel like very few are going to be added.
I can believe that. I feel like we got a glimpse of pretty much every character that'll be relevant before, they're killed.
So Saito makes a move to go to the college student's room and goes in first. And he's hiding in the bathtub. Here's a doorbell ring. Goes to check it because he's like, why would the kid ring his own doorbell?
Right.
And he sees two people, and he's like, I'm probably just going to shoo him away because, if he's coming here and sees two people at the door, it'd probably ruin everything. So he's like, I'm going to shoo him away. But of course, they think he's the college student. Apparently, they didn't look at the picture very well. They had a picture of the kid.
I guess they just didn't look at the picture at all.
And I guess they're like, oh, someone's in here. It has to be him. Like, why would someone else be in this room?
Right. It was the bar guy.
Yeah, the bar.
And his daughter.
Or just another girl that works there.
A small girl. It was a small girl.
Yeah, and she was like, man, this guy's an idiot or something for an adult or whatever she said. So, of course, now Saito's in a shitty situation. The crossdresser was hired to kill Bamba. So basically all these groups are instantly being intertwined.
Right. There's tons of I feel like this is just the norm in the city, is like kill anyone who bothers you or gets in your way, because they all just seem to just roll along with it. Like,
yeah, I mean, as long as the killer's getting paid, they don't care. They'll kill anyone.
yeah.
And the other people are rich; they can pay anyone. Apparently, I don't know how much they take, because apparently the foreigner had enough.
I guess so. Well, he threw out like wads of cash.
Yeah,
he's like, please.
It's probably foreign money too, or it's worth more than theirs, and he's just like, "Here, have it. Go kill this guy. I've heard there's assassins here. I'm just assuming walking into this bar, you guys are hitmen, because everyone's a hitman here."
Everyone's a hitman. There was an interesting twist at the end, though.
Yeah, because so the Crossdresser's waiting for Bamba in his room, and he comes back. He's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm a professional killer." I like how that's his response. I'm like, "Who are you?" He's like, "I'm a killer."
Yeah, he's like, "I'm hired to kill you." It's like, well, thank you.
So Bamba instantly takes self-defense, but Crossdresser was not there to kill him. Is it Shigematsu, or is that a different character? I don't know. There was a lot of characters.
There's tons of names.
Yeah. No, that was the white-haired guy. I think it was Shigematsu with the mayor.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. But the Crossdresser was like, "You know what? I'm gonna protect you."
Yeah.
He did just get screwed over because he was supposed to get paid a lot, but only got 3,000 because the detective had already been murdered.
I wouldn't say he got screwed over.
True.
I mean, the guy who hired him didn't screw him over. The guy who killed him first, I guess, screwed him over.
Yeah, that's what, he got screwed over, and
but he
was kind of upset.
We don't really know his intentions.
True.
Because he went to Bamba, he's just like, "Hey, I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to protect you." You know,
and that's where it ends, so this opens it up to theories.
I think he wants to get revenge just because he seems like that type of guy who just... He seems, when someone messes with him in some way, he gets pissed off easily.
Yeah, like, we got Bamba's, like, informant or whatever, like, stole from him. But, of course, he just thought he got his ass touched. So he knocked him out. He was really upset.
Yeah.
So I could see that. I feel like because Bamba's a detective, that maybe he can use Bamba to help him get his sister.
Probably. He's probably going to try and
then I think he's going to end up learning. Because he thinks the killer of professional killers is a myth.
They all seem to, like, kind of hint that he's very... He obviously doesn't come around a lot, I think.
Yeah. Because it feels like almost like an urban legend.
Right.
Where, like, there are sometimes professional killers being killed, but they don't know if it's a specific guy or whatever. Yeah. They kind of like urban legend started, and now the Crossdresser thinks it's a myth. But I think now that he's with Bamba, he's going to end up learning it's real.
That's my guess. I think that's a safe assumption.
And then they'll end up working together.
Right. But I don't know where the new kid comes in at.
Saito? I feel like Saito seems like the type that will come to Bamba's side.
Right.
If he doesn't get murdered.
What if they just killed him next episode?
That'd be crazy. Like, here's this character, we're introducing him. Bah!
Dead.
Like, that's how this show works. That's how the city works. Welcome to life. I'd be fine with that, actually. Like,
it would be interesting if they just did that, just because we can. We're gonna do it.
That mostly does it for the episode. Want to jump into scores?
Sure. I'll give it a strong 8. I was actually very intrigued by the whole premise itself. Like, it seemed very... It's something unique, I feel. Like, pretty... It's like, here's a city with tons of killers, and all these killers are gonna, we're just gonna bring them together immediately and see what happens. I enjoyed the music. It was also unique. I feel like that's how I define just this anime already. It's just like, oh, it's unique. Like, it feels like a fresh taste of something different, which is always good. I mean, tons of characters already, so I'm hoping it'll spend like good time on each of them. Yeah. Or at least give them each a purpose, since they introduce so many, which I assume it will. This is probably the sleeper anime for the season. Obviously, it's like Violet Evergarden's like everyone knows of it, but this one's kind of like, if there was going to be a really good anime this season, I'd pick this one At least out of the ones we're watching.
Yeah, I get that. So there's a desk there still.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'd probably give it a solid 8 as well. Maybe. Yeah, I'll keep it in now. Let's lean in maybe towards an 8.5, but 8's good. Like you said, the music is fantastic. Jazz is one of my favorite genres. It's definitely underused.
I will say I'm excited.
They used it well. So
I'm excited to see the opening.
Yes,
because we didn't get it.
Yeah, we got the ending though,
which was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. But again, the characters are all really interesting and intriguing. They all got some of them got some of their weird quirks, but they're still like fantastic characters. I'm ready to see them all like get intertwined and see how they interact with each other. That's basically so it did a really good job of hyping me up for the next episodes. Like the first episode really has one job to do, or a couple jobs: introduce you to the world and characters, right?
Right. And
basically suck you in, so you want more, and it hit those points.
I agree. It makes me. I'm like, okay, I'm excited for next episode. I'm curious to where the story will go. Like, it's obviously about a bunch of killers, but I feel like there's going to be an extra layer to it besides them just killing each other.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's going to be a lot of like conspiracy and
right,
just like.
And the Hitman of Hitman or the Hitman of Hitmen adds like a little X factor, you could say. But it was pretty good.
Yeah, so that'll do it for the review. Give us the spiel. So as always, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time we upload, and comment down below. Let us know what you thought about the episode, what you didn't like. Is there anything we missed that you wanted to point out? What was your score for it? And no spoilers for future stuff if you know the manga, light novel, WN, or whatever else there is. I don't know what it is.
Just say source material.
Yeah, that's smart. And until next time, peace out.
See ya.